All right, good morning. Welcome to our last day of Instagram Live. We are going to have a special guest join us. We're going to make sure we get Nathaniel with us, and we'll go ahead and get started. We've been talking about all since this is our week 10. So for 10 weeks, we've been talking about financial literacy, entrepreneurship, work readiness. This is our last day. We are looking for Nathaniel to join us, and he's going to help us show you some resources today that will help you with some financial choices. So we're going to have him join us, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So I can't see him yet, but I'm not sure if he's there yet. Yeah? Nathaniel, are you with us?
Yes.
Oh, hi. I couldn't see you, so I didn't want to get started. Thank you for joining us on our last day. You've been a guest before, so we're glad to have you. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, so this week we've been talking about financial choices. So we've been talking about there's 4 things you can do with your money. You can save it, you can spend it, you can donate, or you can invest it. So we were talking on Tuesday about some deceptive marketing. So when you want to spend some money, you have to be careful that it's really a good deal. It's not just false advertising. We talked about charities, how you can choose a charity to donate your time, money, or items. And today we're also kind of talking about spending money. So I'm going to show you 2 resources that viewers at home can do and kind of check things out. Take a look at this first one. You can go to our jaaz.org website under our Instagram page, and it's called Save USA, and it's talking about picking a college. Now, I know you've already picked your college and you're going back, but this is kind of it's kind of like this old school. Do you hear that music?
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of like Pac-Man or something. So you select a character. We have Tom, we have Biff, we have Gladys, we have Lana. So how about let's get Biff? Why not? And what you're going to do is you're going to get to go through this. It's talking about today's grandma's birthday. You're going to select a notepad, and it's going to tell you what to do throughout your dorm room. So we're not going to go too much into it, but it's kind of a fun game you can do at home. You're in a college and you have to make choices about college. So you have a busy day ahead. You're going to go ahead and click and explore. So then again, you can go to jaaz.org and find that game. But what I really wanted your help today with, Nathaniel, is this really cool website. It's called a reality check. So we're talking about, this is for, well, here you go. I'll just read what it says. It says, fill in the choices on the next page to see if you can afford your dream life. You might be surprised at how much that life will cost. While local salaries, wages, and lifestyle costs will vary throughout the United States, the internal data used in this calculator are national averages. The results will indicate a ballpark relationship between your expenses and the income you will need to support your dream lifestyle. So right now, for you, you still have a couple more years of college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But as you think about when you move out of the dorms and you're going to live on your own, or even after you graduate, and this can be for students who are in high school who might move out right after they graduate high school, or if if you're done with college, this is going to give you an idea of the kind of lifestyle you want, how much you're going to need to make to afford that lifestyle. So you ready to answer some questions?
Yeah.
All right, so viewers at home, you can check this out, jumpstart.org, and answer these questions how they apply to you. But Nathaniel, I want you to answer these how you would answer these for yourself. So the first one is talking about shelter. Check the one that's most likely to match. So let's talk about, this is when you graduate from college, because that's going to be your reality in a couple of years. So do you think you're
Mm-hmm.
going to live at home with parents or other, rent-free? You're going to own an apartment, shared apartment in a big city, or own or share an apartment in a small city or town? What do you think fits your goals?
Probably a shared apartment in a big city.
Okay, yeah. So let's click on that. If you plan to share your apartment with roommates, how many roommates do you expect to have? 1, 2, or 3?
Probably 2 or 3.
Okay, so let's say, do you want to say 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of used to having roommates now in your dorm. So what would you do when you have a whole place to yourself? Okay, transportation. Which one that's most likely going to match what you're going to need after college? A new car, economy size, new car, medium size, a used car. Public transportation or no transportation?
Probably a medium-sized used car.
Okay. Hopefully the car that you have, right, will last that
Hmm.
long. So for food, now, what do you think is going to match your lifestyle? Mostly at home with parents, half the time with parents, half at restaurants, some at home with parents, mostly at restaurants, mostly at home in your own place, half at home in your own place, half at restaurants, some at home in my own place, but mostly at restaurants. What do you think you'll do once you're out of college?
Mostly at my own place.
That's I think that's correct for you. Okay, so utilities. Do you think it's going to be included in your rent or free if you're living with parents? You pay your utilities or share with your roommates?
Either share with my roommates or maybe it's included depending on where I live.
Yeah, typically you have to pay it separate. So I think sharing utilities with roommates, that's probably the best choice to really budget that. And then if it's different, then you save that a little bit of extra money. Okay, communications, a landline. Do we even know what those are anymore? uh, Cell phone, basic smartphone or internet or Wi-Fi. What do you think?
Smartphone and Wi-Fi.
Okay, now before you say Wi-Fi, down here, here is cable and satellite TV. There is a phone, internet, TV bundle. Do you think you probably would get your Wi-Fi from that bundle?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
I think so. So we could do a smartphone here and then a phone, internet, and a TV bundle, unless you think you're going to do a top tier digital premium stations and a DVR.
No, I don't think I would do that.
I think probably right out of college, you might need to save some dollars, right? So I think that's good. Okay, so personal. These are all the things that you would apply to you. So do you see there's clothing, haircuts, cosmetics? What do you think you would spend money on?
Um, Definitely haircuts and casual clothing, maybe a few professional things if
Okay,
I would need it.
yeah, we'll do those three. All right, this miscellaneous, check all that apply to you. Do you think you would have dry cleaning? Probably,
No, I don't think I
probably
would.
not. Laundry, laundromat. Depends on where you're living, right? So hopefully you have a washer and dryer in your house. Do you think you would have a health club membership?
No, I don't think I would.
Okay, medical services, including health insurance, medicine copays. Do you think that probably is a realistic expense you'll have?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably realistic.
Yeah, especially by the time you're out of college, you'll be off of your parents' insurance and you'll be on your own. Okay, pets. Do you think you'll have that pug dog that you want? That you'll need
Yeah.
to. Okay, we're gonna do pets. All right, student loans. I won't have student loans. I'll have average. I will have less than average or higher than average student loans.
Probably average or above average.
Yeah, yeah, I think the average student loans is high, so we can just probably say
Hmm.
average, and that's pretty
Yep.
fair. Okay, so now this area, how much do you think you will spend or set aside for the following? So can you see all those choices? If you want to let me know, I'll type it in. How
Hmm.
much do you think you would put in savings a month, ideally?
Um, Maybe like $50 a month.
Okay. What about an emergency fund?
Say $20 a month.
Okay. I will withhold all of my personal opinions. Okay. Those might want to bump up a little bit, but we're just going to go with
Hmm.
it. Okay. Contributions. If you have any charities, do you think you're going to donate any money or do you think you'll donate your time and items?
Yeah, I think I would probably donate time and items more than
Okay.
money.
Music, movie, game downloads, purchases, etc.
Um, is there a separate thing for like going to the movies?
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe downloading games or music that might be zero, but then going to the movies. Here's going to the movies. We have
Yeah.
nights out at special restaurants and then going to the movies. So what do you want me to put for that?
Um, Probably like $30.
All right, and then going to the movies.
Maybe see a movie or two, so probably like $15.
Okay. Gifts, holiday, birthday, special occasions, Mother's Day. I don't know. What would you spend on that every month?
Um, I don't know if it would be a monthly thing, but
Yeah. Well, let's say you get a budget. Like if you saw something for a friend or your mother,
Mhm.
you'd want to get and send maybe like $20 a month, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Vacation travel. Now, this would go, so you have your savings and you have your emergency funds. So let's say vacation travel, you might not go on vacation 1 month because you're saving up money. This could almost be another savings. So if you want to save up, if you want to go visit your friends in Hawaii, if you want to go visit your old roommate in Alaska, this might be, well, if I don't use this money this month, I can save it. So that might be a good idea to put some in that just as a savings also. What do you think?
I'm not sure how much it would.
Okay, well, what if we put like 20 bucks?
Okay.
Okay, just as an estimate. All right, hobbies. So anything else that you would spend money on, going and doing things? It can be zero if you can't think of anything, that's fine.
Yeah. I think probably put something in the one below it for books.
Okay, what would you put on that?
Maybe like $20 or $25.
Okay, there you go. All right, so you're good with all those choices?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now let's see your reality. So this is going to tell you with everything that you said, what you think is going to be your reality, how much you need to make. Okay, so here we go. So based on what you told us, and after deducting federal taxes and Social Security, you need to make at least $14.56 per hour or $582.40 per week. So that's about $30,000 a year. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's fairly reasonable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then on this website, it gives you an idea of some jobs that would pay for that, and then what education you would need. So this is interesting. So for the hourly wage, it shows you what it is, and then the education level, what you need. So let's see. For you, it was $14.56 an hour. So you would, at least need a high school be a high school graduate, some college. Do you notice the more education you have, the higher you get paid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So once you're done with your bachelor's degree, you're looking at, you can be able to get paid a little more. But also, I mean, college, there's all the other ways to, get educated and get certified and be able to have that education. It doesn't have to look like the same for everyone. But I think it's kind of an interesting, reality check to see, here's what I think I would spend. What do I actually need to make? So I hope you found that interesting.
Yeah, that was cool.
Great. Do we have anyone else that had any comments or questions? No, we're good. All right, so you can go to jumpstart.org and check this out. It's called Reality Check to see if the lifestyle you want, you can afford it and what you need to do to afford that. Thanks, Nathaniel, for joining us. I appreciate your help. And everyone else, thank you for joining us for our Instagram Live. We are done, and I hope you've learned a lot. You can always check out our website, jaaz.org.